Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Was That in Good Taste? We got such a fun time lined up for you today, and that's because we're welcoming a very special guest and fan of the pod, our dear friend Anthony. Say hi, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. How y'all doing tonight?
And I hope you're doing groovy. I'm going to be one of your hosts, and my name's going to be Chandler Phillips. And with me, as always, is the other one of your hosts.
You know what they say, just call me James. Chandler, I am beyond excited to be here with you today. I'm excited. Some could say damp.
A little slick.
A little slick.
A little moist.
Wet.
A little dewy.
It was raining today.
It was.
It was indeed raining today. Not like I went outside. What is happening?
Well, I thought I saw you, and I thought James could use some more friends, and I'm going to share some of my friends with James. And then we were at a little get-together, and I saw you guys getting together and having just a little gab sesh, and I thought, you know what, you're just hitting it off so much, and you got so much in common with my friend Anthony here, and I thought, you know what, let's have him on the pod. And it actually had nothing to do with the fact that every time he and I would hang out, he would go, so when are you going to have us on the pod? And it has nothing to do with that. And so here we are. We're going to be trying some sakes.
Sake.
We got a couple different ones. We have two. We have two sakes because Anthony brought one with him, and it's a good one.
Oh.
It's like a really good one that we need to pay respects.
It's a good one?
Is
Is it the best one?
It's definitely one of the best.
it one of what makes
And
it
to take over your rainy day, here comes the sun, the rising sun.
the land of the rising sun. I'm really excited for it, but I thought, Anthony kind of balled out on this one, and we don't know sakes like he knows sake.
I know nothing about sake. You know I know about it?
What do you know?
I know that right now there are ni sakes here right now, and I know that sake is from Japan, and I know that it is a wine made from a grain of sorts, rice, right?
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I mean, you kind of got the super basics. And so to kind of cover that ground, just so we catch up to speed before we get to try the good version, I got one that we're a little bit more familiar with. It's a little bit more like a table wine of sake. It's one that you would recognize if you're out and about and you go to a good kind of but popular ramen place. You've probably seen this one before. But it is Kurosawa Nigori sake, which it's got some designations on it, and things. All the words mean something, Every time you see a word on a label, it truly means something. But also, I really wanted to have Anthony on the pod today to educate us about sake and to also kind of tell us about some of the community involvement that he's been doing lately, because he's an active boy.
Oh.
And we always talk about the best way in times of crisis, the best way to engage is to engage on a grassroots level. And so we're gonna get our sake tutelage,
okay,
our little sake lesson in first, and then Anthony's going to tell us a little bit about what he's been doing in the Greenpoint, Williamsburg area and what his whole vibe is. We're gonna grade him on that.
Okay.
There's a very strict rubric, and if he passes, then we might keep him on for the rest of the episode.
Listen, I can't wait to fail and then bribe you with liquor.
God, that's
oh man, you're already off the right foot forward, as they say. Okay.
shit. He knows game.
Hey,
The
listen,
boy knows
I'm
ball.
about to say the bit. Listen, game recognized game. Okay.
Oh, you both met my wife.
You're looking pretty familiar. So the first one that we got is a Nigori sake, just meaning it's coarsely filtered or unfiltered at all. So that just means it's going to be kind of cloudy. It's going to be a little bit more terroir. But that's kind of the extent that I know about this one that we're going to be trying first. And this is, again, to just kind of wet our palates. Anthony, do you have any like insight on how to serve or prepare, or because we chilled it a little bit? How do I do this?
Sure. So
show me the way.
Sake? What's sake?
So in looking up different sakes, there is varied preparation, serving styles, following traditions of who serves what. I don't know. Because guess what? We're adults. We do whatever the fuck we want. But in preparing and serving, like the one I brought, you don't want to pour it over ice. You don't want it warm. You want it chilled, nice and cool. That's why I got it in this little decanter over ice in some water.
That's such a cute little decanter.
Thank you very much. My amazing, wonderful, incredible, dare I say, amazing girlfriend got it for me as a late Christmas present, along with these very cute little cups.
Oh,
Gorgeous. Just like her. And as you can pour here. So, as everyone could see, it's a little cloudy, unfiltered, just like Chandler said.
hey, just like how I play.
And another rating that sake goes through is like how polished the grains are, which also is a different designation. So, amongst the tiers, there is a RPR, which is the rice polishing rating, or ratio, I should say. And it goes from 70%, granted there's a better scale, but this is as far as I know it, 70%, which is a junmai. Then it goes 60%, which is junmai ginjo. And then 50% or lower is junmai dai ginjo. Now for this, not entirely sure because we just picked it up a couple hours ago on the way here.
Yeah, and I'm looking all over the label for any of the words that you just said. Not seeing it. I wonder if Nigori just I know I just said it means like cloudy or unfiltered. I wonder if that has like any other kind of implication where it's like something that's only a junmai can be Nigori kind of thing, you know? Does that sound right? Where it's kind of like
the junmai, as far as I know, that's part of the ratio where if it's at least 70% polished, then it's designated as that. Now, if Kurosawa, the first word on there, means a designation higher than that, where it's only 75%, 80% polished, then that possibly is it, but
there could be. Well,
my looking at this scale was last night.
oh, okay, word.
I would say that, this sake is one of the ones that I know is very popular. It's one that people just drink. You go to a regular liquor store, that's what they got. They sell this also in cans. They also sell it in the small bottles. You go to like the H Mart or something like that. I'm not going to say it's not special, but this is, I think, representative of what most people would be drinking. If they don't know what to get sake, you go. This is the bottle that's on the shelf next to the other stuff that's not liquor. It's next to the plum wine.
Would you say it could be like the Robert Mondavi of sakes, or the Josh wine, or do you think it would be? Cause
I'd say closer to Josh. He might be a handsome fella, but
he doesn't know shit about what.
And he gets around.
It's boys with J names. They always do.
Damn. Felt called out.
And then my follow-up question before we go ahead and take a sip of this. Do you know what the cheers is for sake?
Well, the general Japanese cheers is just kanpai.
Well, then let's kanpai.
Is there any... Now, this is something that I know a little bit, kanpai. This will do it right before we do it, right?
Well, it's also not as a shot. You are.
That's
You
true.
are sipping it.
I know. But come on. Look at the size of the glass.
It's like it's asking me to shoot it.
Trust me, your stomach will not like it if you shoot it.
Oh.
Is there any kind of like So I know, for example, with like soju and stuff, there's like social things around how you pour it and how you drink it. I don't know much around the culture around sake and drinking sake. Is there anything I should know? I don't know anything, actually.
Well, so that was a part of my explanation earlier where I personally don't know it and I choose not to follow it. One, because I'm drinking this just casually with buddies. There's no actual hierarchy among us because that's
No
basically
gods, no
what
kings.
it goes down to
Yeah.
is hierarchy, either age or
Yeah.
status.
Fuck your
Within the company,
traditional
etc.
norms. The patriarchy wants you to pour last.
This is good.
One thing that this might just be like something in the back of my head, but typically I'm led to believe, due to tea ceremony stuff, is usually you would pour the most designated or the most specialist person first, and you would kind of like you would hold it with one hand and then tip the back end more so that it just kind of has a gradual, rather than like, you know, just grab it by the bottleneck and slosh it. You would kind of give a little bit more careful consideration. But whenever I've done, or whenever I've gone to more traditional either Chinese or Japanese restaurants, usually the thing to remember is you would pour the eldest person's drink first, because they are the most they get the most veneration of the group, and it kind of goes by way of who do you respect the most. And so there's kind of a subtle language of how you respect people in that. I love the
Of course.
idea of like you can really slight someone by just pouring them up second.
Well, I mean, that's why I didn't really want to, you know, it's scary because I don't know a lot about Japanese culture. I have friends who live in Japan, who are Japanese, who live in America, and I know a little bit about some of the work culture there and how, for example, drinking sake with your boss is different than with your friends, right? Because after work, if you drink with your boss, right, then your boss is trying to ply you with, I don't know, it's like my friend was telling me that one of the reasons that they came to America is that their old job, they used to be kind of pressured into drinking a lot, right? And so they would go out and they would drink just so much sake. And they would feel pressured by their boss, by their coworkers. So I wonder if it's like less like in Korea, where the perception of soju as like a friendly, casual drink where friends are pouring it for each other, right? And I think Americans, because I'm an American, we have a perspective, first of all things Japanese, having some sort of ceremonial, you know, like Americans think Japanese people are magical, mystical beings that do everything in ceremony and don't just pull up a bottle of sake and enjoy. Am I wrong?
No.
I'm not wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so
it's really anyone who Americans think that anyone who isn't white has some sort of like grand cultural significance.
Unless they're brown.
No, they have. There's because okay, think about the American thought process when it comes to viewing any sort of like indigenous ceremony, or just like we're like, oh, we have to venerate the fry bread.
Oh,
we
my
have to.
God.
We have to know that the fry bread represents the body of the Thunderbird, and you're like, buddy, fucking get a grip. This is, you know.
Listen, Anthony, I don't know if you know this, right? But, you know, you didn't drink this correctly, then you have arbitrarily brung some sort of Americanized version of shame to your family. Even though I'm sure that is xenophobic, and that has a tie into, like, you know, I watched Mulan once, right? I watched Mulan once, and now, even though Japan and China aren't the same.
Hey,
I will shotgun the rest of that bottle.
you're gonna do a keyhole in the glass to shotgun it?
Oh, I'll show you what honor I bring to my family.
Hey, you know what they say about honor? You know what they say about heritage and ceremony? Fuck that! Clink, clink, clink.
You know what I say? That entire bottle is 8%.
That for real. This is an 8% bottle.
I've had malt liquor stronger than that.
So so then the small
We could
glasses.
throw this back.
Then the small glasses.
Yeah, the small glasses are cute. You saying this ain't fucking cute? Look at this shit.
mean, it is cute.
It's got a mountain on it, for
Can I
Christ's
say,
sake.
I love them so much that clear one, I broke the other one. I use it all the time. I love this size of the little sake glass.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it is a bit bigger than the... You want a shot, but you want a shot with a little bit of oomph.
Okay, but you
You want some goddamn character in your drinking.
Exactly. I wanna get there.
You never opened a sake before? You never did this before? Open a sake, right? You pour some in a glass, drink it, pour some in the glass,
Drink
drink
it.
it.
Yeah.
That seems
Yes,
like so
of
much
course.
effort. You ever poured sake? I've never done this. Have you ever just poured sake into like a highball glass? Just like straight up, just the whole
And just
bottle?
thrown it.
Yeah, it's
back.
called acute alcoholism.
And we think it's so cute.
Hey.
Yeah, it is. Then you black out.
Alcohol abuse.
Now,
No, that's if you leave some.
Oh, yeah.
when you were a kid and you
That's
get
a-
like a water bottle or something, would you ever kind of, or like Gatorade or something, and you would take the cap and then pour a little bit of the Gatorade and then do like little shots of... Did y'all ever do that?
I didn't know that people drank. Like, my mother never drank. What am I do? Drink? I never saw anybody have a drink.
Oh my god, what a fucking...
Oh, yeah, it's so cool being an alcoholic at 5.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know,
And that's what we call the meniscus. That is the point in which you pour fluids that it goes above the actual lip of the glass, but because of the surface tension, it keeps it...
you just
I didn't spill. I'm doing a science.
okay. You know what? I hope that there is some ancient, but not Japanese. I hope there's an arbitrarily, some other arbitrary culture that you somehow offended just now by doing that. I'll pick one randomly.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Whoa. Okay, you see this?
Chandler does not speak for all of us.
I'm going to say Chandler. Hi, my name is James, and I do not stand by whatever Chandler just said. Kenpai, one thing I will say that it's weird. I'm trying to get away from it, man. Okay, listen.
If you drink it, you agree with me.
Fuck.
Just
Let
bend
me
over
drink
and
it
suck
first.
already.
Got it. Yeah. You just gotta get the rim. Just rim it a little bit.
Let me be real. This is nice.
Did
It's
you just
sweet.
shotgun it?
Yes.
I kind of shotgunned it. I kind of threw it back.
Heritage.
It's 8%.
Ceremony?
Yeah.
It's water.
It's wine.
It's come on.
Okay. Hold
Listen,
on.
going back to the little cup thing,
Little cup thing.
because I can't get off this. You've seen The Godfather, right?
I've seen The Godfather.
Yeah. You know what one of my favorite scenes is when Michael goes to, kill the two guys in the restaurant. You see the little cups they drink wine from?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite cups. One of my favorite restaurants had those little cups. I want those damn little cups.
Is
Because
it
guess what? It turns having a bottle of wine in these new, fucking white women cups.
Oh,
Where it's
The tumbler one.
Yeah.
the one that
where
where it's kind of like this.
Where it's a third of a bottle of wine
Yeah.
it holds.
Oh, that
Whereas
one.
with these little cups, I can pour 12 or more out of one bottle of wine. It's fantastic.
We had a liquor on the last episode, and we were both like, even shot glasses are too robust for because it was the Ricea that we made you drink when you first got here.
Oh, God,
and we were doing full shot. What it needs is like a grappa glass, because a grappa glass,
yes.
it's
Sambuca
like
glass.
or a sambu where it's got the little bulb in it, and it kind of like it hamster feeds you a little bit, where you kind of gotta just like you gotta nibble it out. And
There's a
so-
difference though, because those are like digestives. Those are richer, can be more saccharine. The flavor profile of those are way more bold. So like obviously putting them in a mini snifter is the best thing to do, right? Because it's so strong. Whereas this,
Wait,
sweet,
put them in a what?
like a snifter.
I hardly knew it.
Oh my god.
Ayo.
Sweet. I'll say I don't think there's anything really complex happening in the flavors here.
Yeah.
No, this is so what I explained to Chandler prior when we were originally talking about this, is that what we picked out here, this is the house red.
Yeah.
This is where you're going out for ramen. You love ramen. You want a little drinky. So you go for basically the house sake.
And it's not bad. Like I'm
not in the
enjoying
slightest.
this. I think this is a great little sipper. It is more akin to, like, I feel like the fact that we kind of are drinking it from this bottle one little bit at a time. I'd rather just have a whole bottle to myself and drink it as if I would like an IPA.
They do sell them.
Like I want to crush this.
Yes.
I wanna-
but then you realize you have restraint.
Crush this.
Yeah, all
This
jokes
is
aside,
like-
that's why I like the glasses. There's something fun and interesting about not downing every single drink that you have immediately. It's fun to put it in a little glass, to look how cute the glass is, to pull it up to your mouth, to sip it, to look at it, be like, oh my God. Right? Your girlfriend bought you this amazing set.
Yes, she did.
Right? I'm getting to drink from this beautiful little glass. It's about, I'm gonna be honest, you handed me this, you shouldn't have. What's the art of restoring things with gold? Right?
Oh,
I'm gonna say this. That might be this. If I don't know why you handed it to me. Okay, I don't know why Chandler
Yeah,
didn't
no,
tell
that
you.
I shoulda-
Man, don't give James the glass. I promise. That's what I'm gonna be good. That's why it's standing.
That's
over
also
this.
why it's over the mat.
That is why it's over the mat.
That's
That is actually why it's over the mat. You know, I love the experience, to be honest. I'm actually really excited to try this other sake and this little decanter thing because
So in my head, I was like, I know it starts with a K. It's kintsugi,
yeah, kintsugi. Yeah.
and that's the repairing porcelain with gold to make it to beautify the history and the injuries of its past.
Speaking of it, I actually tried it.
What?
Yeah.
You've done like the smithing?
So, in my attempt to do it as a present for one of my aunts years ago, because I am, as my mother made me, a crafty bitch. So,
And if you're doing it for your aunts, that just means you're the best boy.
oh, of course.
Your
But
bestest.
obviously, I did it the poor way because I'm not using, real fine gold. So it's just gold powder. Tried doing it as such, but God, is it a bitch. That's why some people just, cheat and just draw the lines that make it appear as if it cracked.
Okay. I would have guessed you could use like copper or bronze or something.
Copper
Copper.
for something that most likely would be like a bowl or a plate. Copper.
Copper.
Copper. Chandler, copper.
Are you saying the glass that is in front of you right now that is
This is not copper. It's steel.
What's the outside of it?
It's like painted steel because copper is poor. You should not drink from copper cups.
What is a Moscow Mule cup then?
I'm gonna
What-
be honest. You should not drink from them.
What do you mean? Copper leaches out toxins. That's why all the distilling
you know
stuff
what?
is
Okay.
copper.
Enjoy your heavy. You know what? I thought I like heavy metal. that explains a lot.
What do you
Are
mean?
moonshine stills not copper?
What do you mean not copper? Bronze? Would a bronze glass work?
Okay. You know what? How about this? Everybody here drink some copper except for me.
You're not drinking copper. You're drinking from a copper
Are you now?
gilded cup.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Because you made me do it.
Am I
right
crazy?
right here, over Chandler's face. Now you ain't have to worry about it.
Am I
I'm gonna put the
crazy?
study that says that drinking from the copper Moscow Mule cups are not good. It's over Chandler's face right now. If I'm wrong,
Drinking from copper Moscow Mule cups is what led to the Bolshevik Revolution, and I'll be damned. Actually, I don't know where I was going with that.
This is Anthony's post-edit voice. They're both wrong.
Oh, wait.
what?
Wait.
It's like
This is a PSA. Call 1-800-alcoholism.
That's you or a loved one could be suffering from copper mesothelioma.
Sky Rizzy.
Do you think we could get Solito and Barnes to sponsor us?
Oy.
Didn't Celino die? Oh no, I think Barnes died.
One of them killed the other in a supposed plane crash.
No way.
What?
No way.
Yeah, it's the other one's brother that runs the practice now.
Are you serious?
You know, he
Yeah.
could probably get financial
About them killing each
compensation
other?
for
I don't
that.
know about that part, but they split because one of them got.
Yeah, I know one of them died.
Yeah.
Were they the 888, 888, 8888?
No.
No, they were the 11111. I can't remember.
No. It was like it was either the 888 continued or the 80 continued.
Oh, yeah. You know what? This might be working already. I think there's something psychological to be said about drinking from the small cups, the small glasses.
It almost makes it flow quicker.
Un petit glass.
Well, because here's the thing. You see an empty glass and you're like, well, I got to fill up that glass. I can't have someone just chilling with an empty glass.
I do think maybe.
Oh, that's
Por
quick.
favore.
I think maybe perhaps that 1-800 alcoholism. I think you might need to give that a call. While this is a joke, I'm just gonna say
Kampai.
Everyone, if you're feeling like being a quitter, 1-800 alcoholism.
So, Anthony, what's in that decanter you got right in front of us there? Man, that I could pour us a whole nother round of the
there's something in there.
Yes, there is.
of the Nigori. but you've been kind of sitting on a little nest egg here. And boy, am I curious what's going to hatch out of that.
Yes. So what I have in this beautiful little decanter that also came with the set of these gorgeous glasses is
So cute.
my absolute favorite sake, which is Dassai 23. Now, Dassai just is the overall brand, and 23 is its variation. And yeah, I've been drinking this since I'm about 21, 22, and was introduced to it by my best friend's stepfather, of all people. And to give just a little more insight into Dassai 23, the 23 actually stands for the percentage of what I spoke about prior, which was the rice polishing rate. So it's actually 23%, or ratio, is the ratio. So there's only 23% of the rice granule that was left after their entire polishing process that was used. So it is incredibly refined, basically.
So it's the heart of the rice grain.
Yes.
Kind of like how an artichoke heart is going to be the sweeter or just more flavorful, it's got more shit going on than the rest of the artichoke. The rice heart is going to...
You've seen rice
Basically.
grains, right? You know, used to same has like a husk on the outside.
Yeah.
When they process the rice, they take rice, they put in these things, they shake it, agitating, thus removing the hard outer husk of the rice, right? But then there's still some left, right? Now, at this point in America, they'll enrich it. You know, they effectively polish it some. They'll enrich it with nutrients, put it in a bag. It's all powdery. But if you continue to agitate it, then you get past the husk into the rice granules themselves, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're getting what is it again? God, what's the outside? The outside is more starchy, and what else?
Yes.
Yeah.
So effectively, they polish it down to a quarter of its size.
Damn, they must go through a lot of fucking rice for this.
Yep.
Well, no one. It's kind of weird how like the more typical cereal grains and corn and rye and stuff, they don't really give a shit about polishing or nothing. They just give a shit about how much malt you can get from it. Which I wonder if that's kind of like a parallel, because like rye will be like, well, we extra toasted our malt, and then barley will be like, we just barely toasted.
It's toasted.
It's toasted, but it's just a little bit of toast. And then like corn will be like, hey, all we did was we just cracked it. We cracked it, we bent it over, we cracked it, and now it's cracked wheat and cracked corn, and we're making moonshine out of it.
Yeah, it's also distilled through all the pipes and going through it. So there is no... Well, there is filtering, but it's...
Wait, what kind of pipes?
Kappa.
Oh, copper pipes. Oh, interesting. Wild, crazy.
Oh my god.
You know where else we steal that from? People's homes.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm a good black guy.
Who could
Ladies
be
and
making
gentlemen.
more money? Anthony, would you mind? Would you mind?
I would be happy to.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. It's got the little dimples on the side of it too for like optimal ergonomics.
Do you know, Chandler,
I don't.
anything about the sake and how it's made? Is it fermented in open vats? How was it fermented? Anthony, does anybody know?
So that, as far as I know, I am definitely not the most knowledgeable in it. But as everyone could see so far, just looking at Chandler's little
Whoa.
cup, it is completely clear. As opposed to the last one we had, the unfiltered.
Yeah, the other one
Cloudy.
completely unfiltered. I'm gonna be honest. The other one looks almost like you took rice and you put it into some water. It has that same kind of cloudy,
Yeah, starchy.
starchy, which I didn't mention it before, but the mouthfeel of it. I mean, I've had sake before, but like, I don't know, it's like sweet, and I could feel it clinging in my mouth very slightly. Not like something super saccharine or sweet, but it was definitely sticking to my mouth. That makes me think this is not going to be as sweet. I don't know, but I'm guessing it's not going to be as sweet because of the less amount of starches. I have no idea. I just made that up in my head.
And, that's a pretty academic conclusion to come to.
Oh, it smells very sweet. It smells fruity.
Well, as we've had to research before in our Bijou,
Baiju. Sorghum, #1 spirit in the world.
in our Baiju episode, we talked a lot about how just in general the Asian market production of spirits, of alcohol in general, use a different method of converting starches to sugars than what we traditionally see in Western spirits. Whereas we will use either some sort of amylase enzyme in order to convert starches to sugars. A lot more traditional Asian methods in both China and Japan and Korea, I believe, as well, will use steamed rice with a very specific mold, and that mixture is called koji, and that's what helps convert these rice starches into sugars, which then yeasts can metabolize and convert to alcohol. And so that's kind of what the basis of like fermentation looks like from a kind of drastically different approach, whereas we use just throwing enzymes at it. They culture the molds alongside the yeasts.
And the cultured nature
To
gives
give
it a
it-
different scent on the nose, right? Which I'm already
Bingo.
getting, because if you were to compare this to Baiju on the nose, right, it is similar. While Baiju is stronger, and I think the sweetness of the rice aroma Baiju smells like this, but just like more punchy. I think this has to do with the sorghum. Whereas in this, I'm getting that it's like funky.
It's
Kampai.
fruity.
Cheers.
It's so drastic. Slancha.
Yeah, so a lot of the notes you will get this with this Dassai 23 is melon, a lot of floral, but that also comes through more with the polishing process.
The melon is intense.
Yes.
I usually, when I taste that kind of flavor, I associate it more with like passion fruit or more like tropical fruits that have like a vaguely kind of musty flavor. But I think like one of your non brunch melons, I think is a better kind of analog, because your brunch melons are going to be watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew. Those are brunch melons. Any other
Yes,
melon?
definitely.
Any other melon's got some character. It's got a little vibe. It's got a little wow. And this got the wow.
Yeah.
Phrase, clean mouthfeel. Little less, you can tell immediately it's less starchy. It's not like sitting on the tip of my tongue the same. It's not sitting in the back of my mouth the same.
Where there was a siltiness
Yes.
of the other one. This is kind of tastes like fresh mountain spring.
Yeah, and even though we're drinking it from the same cups that we used for the first sake, this still cuts it enough where you can't even get it.
I cleaned mine out.
That's true.
I
James
had my
did
cup of water.
go
You
the
lucky
extra
bastard.
level. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could have like switched around. We could have
Oh, yeah, you coulda
accommodated.
did that,
You could have done better.
I just because you know what I wanted to give it a good shot, so I gave it a nice rinse. No ceremony, but I definitely want to respect the product that we have, right?
Oh, definitely.
And I think that it's a good thing that I did because I'm pretty sure it's likely that some of that starchiness probably stayed inside the glass.
Almost certainly.
You know what I mean?
This is also twice the ABV.
Okay,
Just fine.
here's a question now.
Yeah.
How much is it? Is it twice the cost of that bottle, and is it worth it?
Well,
Well, the correlation between alcohol content when it comes to sake and price is a little. It's hard to go off just based on that because with wine, you could have just a regular Josh, and then you have a $10,000 bottle, and they're 15-16%. With these, the first one we tried being, what is it, 8%?
yeah.
And then the one I brought, which is hovering around
16.
yeah, 16%, doesn't necessarily correlate with just doubling the price. I don't know how much you actually paid for this, Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
The bottle you bought.
Oh, the bottle well, how much did you pay for the one that you brought? And then I'll tell you.
Want me to shoot the load now?
Yeah, just
Oh God.
squirt it out.
Well, if you insist. It was $80.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa, wait.
So I said double. Fuck that. 3 times as much. Yeah. It's. I said double, but it's 3 times as much. But it makes sense. One, the amount of labor when it comes to polishing the rice, right? Because again,
Well, because they got to take each grain by hand
I
and
don't
go.
know. I don't know about each grain, but I think
A little shirt action, just.
the labor for that just can't be particularly cheap. And I also have a feeling, especially with sometimes these sakes being kind of traditional products that do have ceremony attached to them, I'm certain a lot of it was done by hand. Right? Am I bugging out? I'm certain that they're not just milling these out at $80 for the bottle. It's not big machines that are spinning the rice grains around in 15 kilo, barrels.
I'm actually not entirely sure, to be quite honest with you. All I know is that the main 3 that I see from Dassai is Dassai 45, Dassai 36. I may be wrong about that second one, and Dassai 23. Those 3 are all Junmai Daigenjo, so they're all below 50% ratio.
So they're
45. Already on the higher end of sake in terms of purity, polishing, etc.
They're already pretty top shelf. I remember I got to try the Dassai 45 for when I was doing a training for that one job I had for like a week. Do you remember?
Oh, I remember the hellscape.
Yeah, that one was a weird one, but they did give us like a real brief rundown of all the different like designations and meanings behind what's on a label of a sake bottle. And it was delicious. We got to do a whole tasting, and I got the 45, and I was like, okay, this is so significantly far above everything else as far as like, it's not just because people will be like, oh, you try wine and it's palatable, or well, wine's a different one. But usually on the pod, on here, we're like, how abrasive is something? And the less abrasive it is, the better quality. Whereas with wines and with sakes and other more nuanced kind of beverages, you really get into not just how palatable is it, but how intricate is it? What is it telling you? What's it saying? Because like I said, the first one we had, that's crushable.
Yeah.
I could crush that.
What this is saying, to me, this is saying quality. To me, it's saying boozy because now having some more, I'm starting to taste that 16%. I'm starting to feel the 16% a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, the other one, I'm be honest, I could have just chugged that bottle. You know what I mean?
Oh
You
yeah,
sit here,
fully.
I'm really just
Crushable.
going back. And obviously 16%, I could do that with this as well. But while I'm not getting a burn, I can taste the ethanol. I know what it tastes like, right? It's definitely boozier, right? I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of spoiled for sake already because this is great.
Yeah.
Okay, this is on a completely different level. The other one is too sweet in a way that I don't think is good, whereas this is sweet in a way that is nuanced, is direct, actually tastes like a flavor, whereas that tastes kind of like rice wine. I know that sounds, but it tastes like.
it's so cloudy. It's so starchy
Yeah,
that you're like,
yeah.
yeah, that's rice. That tastes like rice water.
Yeah, the way I compare it, very loosely, mind you, is like the sugary taste you get from drinking like just a can of soda versus like a glass of juice.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Whereas obviously the first sake, more starch, more all that stuff, unfiltered. So you're getting a lot of the hit that this is sweet.
Right.
Whereas with this one, it's sweet, but in a palatable, you're not getting like a rush from it.
It's like a nectar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not equipped enough to rate the sake. I think on any scale that's worth anything. But for me, I think this is definitely in the higher end of sakes that I've had. I have been fortunate enough to have really expensive sake in the past. You know what I mean? I was given tastings of very expensive rare sakes, but I don't know anything about sake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do know that after having $500 sake, I stopped buying sake like that other one from the store. Not because I hate it, but it's too sweet in a way that this just isn't. This tastes good to me. This tastes like wine, where that feels like fermented rice wine that maybe we could have made that in a jar. You know what I mean?
Oh, fully.
Yeah. This tastes like it came from a distillery, a brewery, a winery.
God, so professional.
Yeah. And although Dassai 23, which is out of those three the most expensive and is my favorite, Dassai 45 is
It's
fantastic.
Good. It was pretty good.
And it's about a $30 bottle.
That's
It's
pretty
about
good.
as much as the one we got.
Okay, no, so here's the question then:
That was about $10.
Is it
more.
much more better?
Is it?
It was. The bottle I got, I was like, look, we need a baseline. I said, we just need to know what we're getting into so that way we can know how much more to appraise what you brought.
43? How much? I know this is like arbitrary, but how much worse than this would you say that is, and how much better than that would you say it is, like financial wise?
I would say it tastes. You know how sometimes when we'll try like rye whiskeys and it'll be like gravelly?
Yeah.
It's like that kind of where it doesn't necessarily taste worse. It just kind of has a little bit more like to it. I don't know. What do you think, Anthony?
So, to put it in a different perspective, in the way that I see it, is, and I made this comparison to Chandler earlier, that if you were to do Dassai 45, 30 something, because I can't remember the number, and 23, to a different scale that is comparable, relatively comparable, I'd say like going the Johnny Walker line, doing double black as 45, gold as 30 something, and 23 is plat. Johnny Platinum.
Okay.
That's how I would roughly say it. I wouldn't call 45 just plain Johnny Black. I'd say it's higher than that. Just in terms of purity and notes, all that way.
Well, this is kind of unrelated to sake, but how do you feel about Johnny Blue? Just as like a person. What's your
We all
opinion?
have. I think we all have opinions.
What's your feelings, thoughts? What's your vibe on Johnny Blue?
God help us. God, it's such an odd thing because I do not believe in my tasting it, being able to get it, watching it, the price fluctuate like nothing else. I don't believe it's worth it at the price point. Granted, do I know what the hell I'm talking about? Fuck no. I drink. Am I an
But you're in the
enthusiast? No.
You're in the industry. Like, you've seen how it goes.
Yeah, quote unquote industry, italics, semi bold industry. But it's
Not italics. Italics.
italics.
Arial Black.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather go plat or gold, to be quite honestly.
Interesting.
Because why am I spending this much more money for what is effectively an experience? Like, you could say you
That's-
like Johnny Blue,
That's
but
the
if
hottest
you want to
take, but
do it,
so accurate.
yeah,
It's
because you're
an
doing it for
experience.
the experience. Why do you buy Ace of Spades?
I mean, Chandler and I have had Blue on the pod like 3 times, and we come to the same conclusion, which is it's not bad at all. It is a very, 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 very good product. But it is a $200 blended scotch, and
Blended.
which is fine, and it's very good, but you could get more interesting things that could be of a lower quality, but you can get more interesting things for less, or things that are same quality but more interesting and from somebody else that's not a blended scotch. And when we had those bottles of Blue, the main thing we talked about was just drinking them, because I think that maintaining and holding on to bottles that are expensive, especially one like that, which I think is meant to be drunk. I think that it is
Whiskey's meant to be drunk.
Blue. You know what Blue is? Blue is a
color.
goal for somebody, right?
Oh.
It's a liquor goal. It's a beginning lick. So like, when you first start and you start drinking, oh, you know what I mean? Like when people come and they start drinking a lot, they always go, "Oh, well, what's the most expensive bottle?" Then you tell them, and they're like, "Oh, well, I can't do that." Then they start looking at the shelves. They get lower and lower, look for a brand you recognize, right?
So
at a high
true.
price.
So true.
Yeah. So then now you get people
Because
who
they'll say, "What's the most expensive bottle?" And you'll be like, "It's $2,500," and they're like, "Okay, what's like another good one?" And then you'd be like, "Well, Whistle Pig's pretty good." And then they're like,
I got an Old Bay vodka. You want to kill yourself?
Yeah. You wanna-
Listen. Here's the thing. Especially if you're just someone who's buying to have liquor at home, I don't personally drink at home. It's just a preference. I don't particularly give a shit. Drink at home, live your own life. You're an adult. Fuck you. But the ultimate thing is,
Fuck you,
if
mother.
you're buying bottles and having it at home in your own liquor cart, you have to expect that someone's gonna come. You're not going to see them do it because you have a liquor cart. Someone's going to pour themselves a fucking drink. They're going to pour your expensive shit. And guess what? You have to be fucking fine with it.
Yeah.
You're going to have a bottle of Blue next to Johnny Red because you are an alcoholic.
I feel called out.
One of my buddies, because we were trying to get rid of it, he was doing shots of it like a fucking animal.
Of Johnny Blue or Johnny Red?
No, Johnny Red, because he's... oh, Jesus. And he called it the hardwood floor.
It is.
That's how we referred to it.
It's varnish.
Every time he wanted a shot of it, he said, "Give me the hardwood floor." And I said, "Fuck." No, but so honestly, in terms of what I drink, what I buy, happily to just bring to a random party or whatever,
13 minutes.
is I like my Whistle Pigs. I get Whistle Pig 10-year bourbon. I pour it like fucking candy for everyone. It's not like an $80 bottle,
Good.
just like this. Yeah, it's delicious. But all the Whistle Pigs are delicious, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So going for
you're
that-
a lot more charitable than I thought.
But also my favorite alcohol product, aside from this one, obviously, in terms of just whiskey, is Basil Hayden that's finished in a sherry cask.
Oh yeah. This sherry.
Now,
Okay,
that's a $35 fucking bottle.
Then why
I
does
will
it-
drink that every goddamn second of the day. If I could, but I'm not that much of an
What's
alcoholic.
something more interesting? $8 more ish, depending on where you go. Toasted. one. I don't like that one though.
I hate toasted.
I actually don't like
I
toasted.
can't do Pete. I hate Pete.
I don't really. I think what was the one that
Was it the port?
no, you got
Are you talking about the Basil Hayden?
yeah, you got one that we hated.
The rye?
That you got one, and I cannot remember what it was.
I think it was the port. The port
Was it
finish.
the port?
There's also the 10-year.
Think I got 10-year money? You think
The $60 bottle?
you think I got 10-year?
Hey.
Hey.
Oh my God! Here we go. I'm feeling concerned now.
10-year, I hardly knew it.
Rayo. I'm a big fan of the of redemption whiskeys, and I feel like they do a lot of fun stuff. But this was a fantastic experience, a fantastic foray into sakes, and I think it's really opened up my palate. And I know that we kind of got to get to a slow, gradual wrap, and
So I'm wondering about you. And
yeah. So we're gonna actually
we're looking at. We're both.
we're
looking
gonna
at you.
fastball shit to you. So what's your experience in the industry? How are you involved? How are you connected?
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite bar stool?
What's your least favorite bar to go to on a third Tuesday?
What's the drink someone orders where you judge them the most?
What is a drink that somebody orders and you know that they're 21, but they're actually really anxious about it, so they think that you think that they're gonna be 18, so they go, "Oh, can I show you my ID?" But you're like, "Obviously, I know that you're an adult."
All right, kids, we're going to wrap for a second. I'm being held hostage. However, I let myself in. Okay, so the way I'm in the industry, quote unquote, as I said, italics, semi-bold, is purely private. I'm part of just a regular old social club. And yeah, nothing crazy. Wet bar type stuff.
What do you mean a social club? What is that? Was that like you had to like pass a members test to get in? Like what is?
As far as you drink, good.
Oh, okay.
We know you, even better.
Social.
Social.
Being social.
God, you are a social butterfly.
You know what, Chandler? I try.
Yeah.
As they say, I try.
They say I was a social butterfly, never even knew a cocoon.
And then another thing that allows me to do, as Chandler was speaking about prior, lets me be more active in my community. It's given me the opportunity to be the caretaker for a fallen soldier memorial in Greenpoint. And also, within that, further on, become more of a part of my parish, help them with stuff. Again, creating more of a sense of community because I'm originally from Brooklyn, moved out when I was young, lived in Manhattan for about 20 years, and there was zero community in Manhattan. It was quite annoying.
You know,
So
I've
coming
heard
back
it's
here,
I've heard it's a pretty transient neighborhood, Manhattan. Altogether, you know,
trains.
it's kind of one of those
Only
places.
between 111th Street and like Chinatown, like anything like
That's it?
yeah, Chinatown and everything like well they're trying to call it what are they trying to call it? No horror.
What?
No Harlem.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Sohar? South Harlem. They're trying to abbreviate Harlem.
What?
I'm white and this hurts. No har, Sohar?
Listen, okay.
What the fuck is the stupid shit by Dumbo? North of the bridge, fuck you.
Dude,
You got
people
enough money?
People want to, and they're not even good acronyms. That's the problem. Dumbo's a good acronym.
No, Dumbo's a good acronym, but that's the one where it's like down underneath the bit. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
It's still a handful, but okay.
Then you add a few more zeros, and then you could probably join.
Hey.
Rent. Rent prices.
Hey, I go hang out there all the time. I actually have a friend who's a software engineer. Right, she makes really good money. I think like $400,000
Oh, you
a
don't say.
year. Lives in Dumbo. Studio.
That sounds about right.
Because it's so expensive down there.
The studio?
It's ridiculously expensive there.
Listen,
I'll be
kids,
honest,
we're
this is
gonna wrap.
gross.
That's
I'm gonna be honest. Now I think this is gross.
What?
I poured him some of the
Yeah.
fucking.
And I'm gonna be honest. There's
Kurosawa.
actually a little bit of what I would like.
It's the starch.
Yeah, the starch is literally clinging to the cup.
I probably needed more.
You ever have
koji
a
in
fucking baked potato?
No.
there. Have you?
What's a potato?
Well, you see, it's like a yam but bland. It's you know how
I'm sorry. Let me put it away, Brooklyn.
yeah.
Here's Manhattan. Have you ever had a baked potato?
Oh, a baked potato. I think I've had that at Wendy's before. Don't they sell that with the chili?
Ah, a connoisseur.
Oh yeah.
Well, when that's on the plate
I hate you fuckers.
and
I
the
can't-
water
I can't
is seeping
stand
out
these
from. Shut the fuck up. And the water is seeping out. That starch is left on the plate. That's why it's all cloudy.
Oh shit. I'll be honest. I can't remember the last time I had a baked potato. I'm too good for that.
Respect yourself.
God.
That's
Do you have anything do you have anything to pimp to tell the people? Do you have a thing? A thing? Do you have a thing? Everybody has a thing. Wait, what's your thing? Have a thing.
I do some leather working.
You do leather work?
Do you really?
I actually made my own wallet.
Oh shit! Oh wait.
So this was my COVID project.
Damn. That's pretty
Do
shiny.
you only make wallets, or would you be? willing
No,
to be
so actually, I
commissioned for-
made my girlfriend a full purse,
Ooh.
which is held up incredibly. This wallet, by the way, because this was my COVID activity, my little hobby that I picked up. So I made this in 2020, and it's basically brand new.
That I mean, it looks fantastic.
Yeah. Make sure you show them every card and everything.
Yeah. And can we get a close up on like?
Oh,
do
I
you
just
have like
opened it
a?
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I'm having fun doing it. I'm not trying to, do one of those no waste lifestyles, whatever the hell you want to fucking call it. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's good to know what you can do as a person, and I see that being like a crafty bitch, as I said.
You ever made any
I already know what you're gonna ask.
I'm wondering about that.
Like,
is there-
stupid whore.
You ever made any like a writing crop or something like that?
And would you be
Or,
willing
like,
to?
And like, how much would someone have to commission you in order to get, something? Because I just want to fuck with some police horses.
What if they paid for the materials?
To be fair, the stuff I made for friends only paid for materials. I don't take labor cost.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. That's crazy. I would charge. I would.
No,
damn.
because I'm trying to do it to better my craft.
He's
Fuck
such a
you.
community
And
man.
guess what? I'm such a community person that I would
What
not be able to do that.
meta?
What murder?
All right. Okay. It looks like we have to start wrapping it up. But listen,
Okay.
I was gonna say we have to have you back. But what I'm gonna do is we have to do sake cocktails
Oh yeah.
because that's one I've been honestly putting off because I hate them. I hate when I go. You ever go to a Thai restaurant, right? You like you see the lunch special is $10. You sit down, you see the drink menu, you're like, whoa, an old fashioned for $11. You don't see the little star on the bottom of the menu.
Johnny Red.
That said, no, it says sake cocktails, little star.
Like, you ever just go to a place that doesn't have a liquor license?
That's what they
and So
do.
their best bet is to just get a high proof sake. in
Oh
there?
no,
Comedy
I've never
clubs.
been to one.
Comedy clubs, man.
That's how they.
New York Comedy Club, right? I think that's the one. That's
no, it's.
No, they had a liquor license.
No,
should
no,
should
they
I
do,
name
no.
names?
What? No,
Should
it's not bad. Oh,
should I name names?
I'm sorry that
We'll
there
be right
are.
back.
I'm sorry that there are public comedy clubs that you can walk into, and the menu says that it's sake only. I'm not disparaging them, and
I'm
just,
disparaging them. I'm
I'll
disparaging.
be honest. You should.
I'm disparaging their cocktail program. That's the thing.
The first time that happened to me, I was at lunch when I was managing at Starbucks. I went to this Thai restaurant and I sat down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a drink for lunch. And I had a 3, and I was like, man, I feel like that. I was looking at the menu. I was staring at the menu. I'm like, what is inside of this fucking mojito? Like, why are these mojitos $6 and why are they not impacting me? And I read the menu and I realized that all the cocktails had fucking sake in it, man.
Hope you're thirsty for nothing.
Okay, we gotta stop the memes. Chandler,
Yeah.
hi.
Hey. You can follow me at Chandler Does Jokes. Hey, I'm actually posting jokes again. Isn't
saw he did.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that nuts? Otherwise, I'll be here on Was That in Good Taste, or any Was That in Good Taste presents Behind the Bars, or any Was That in Good Taste presents Behind the Bar Productions, tasting tables. And I'll see you around. Anthony, is there anything you want to plug for, like, the parish or for...
Anthony's last.
Oh, he is last.
He has to be last.
You're right.
Because you're the guest. You have to be last.
Fuck! James, what do
where-
you got going on?
You know where to find me. TikTok, Living Dad Joke 2. That's TOO. Every Tuesday through Sunday. Playing the hits, having fun, building the community. Anthony, what about you? Where can we find you? Anything interesting?
You can find me nowhere except on the pod next time.
Well, you know what they say. Drinking. I don't know if you know this, right? Right. So this is the third person now,
Catchphrase.
right? So I feel like I'm gonna throw it to you, right? So I'm gonna do drinking is not required. Then you say, but it is, and then you say recommended. Okay, you ready? You ready? Fuck, I forgot the first part. Oh,
But it
drinking-
is.
Drinking is not required.
But it is.
Recommended.
We'll be right back.
Come pie.